entitled "Ex-Friend Threatens to Sue Me for My Uterus." My ex-friend is commonly called a Karen. She's very entitled and has a bad habit of actually screaming for managers over the smallest things. I have watched this 35-year-old woman scream, "Get me the manager or I will call the cops," at a restaurant because the waiter accidentally gave her iced tea instead of sweet tea. What are the cops gonna do? I don't want to use the name Karen because it's overused already. So let's call her E. E and I used to be friends. I can't remember why. She comes off as sweet and caring, but she is the most entitled person I have ever met. E also struggles with fertility and is desperate for children. She tried to adopt a child, but because of her mental health problems and unstable lifestyle of hotel hopping, she was denied. She doesn't have a job. She's technically homeless. Her boyfriend is a 21-year-old douchebag, and she tends to hoard animals that all die in unusual circumstances. Her last cat died mysteriously at only 2 years old and was perfectly healthy. I was there when she adopted him and heard the vet state he was healthy. Suddenly he dies and she claims it was heart disease, then claims it was a seizure, then claims it was kidney problems, then says that he somehow flew across the room and purposely aimed into the wall. Yeah, a little suspicious. My other friend Kara did call animal control on her and found she had 6 rats, 5 hamsters, 1 dog, for cats. She claimed all of them were emotional support animals and that they were medical equipment and taking them away would be against the law. Big yikes. She's not well. A while ago she was saying how desperate she is to have children and was talking about looking for a surrogate. She wanted someone to carry a child for her for free with a list of demands for the surrogate. All for free. Now we all but her know that shit ain't free. Human incubators isn't a free service, and mistreating anyone in that job is a good way to be in a legal battle. I listened because, well, me explaining the truth to her would be like me placing my head in a garbage disposal. Completely pointless and 100% painful. I make a comment how one day uterine transplants might become more successful and more common and how great that would be. I bring it up because I'm not entirely in love with my uterus. I don't plan on ever having children, and I'm not against the idea of uterine donation. I still cannot find a doctor that will take away my baby-making abilities because I'm too young to make such a decision.
I'm 27.
I feel like if I wanted to change my mind I would have before now. Not the point, sorry. I make the joke of me wanting to donate my uterus to someone who needs and deserves it since I have no plans on using its baby-holding abilities. That's when he says, "Yeah, then I would have you give me your uterus so I could finally have a child." Now I thought she was joking. I truly believed this was a joke. It wasn't. E and I had a falling out, thank goodness, and I thought we could just part ways quietly. Yeah, she had other plans. She posts all over Facebook and pings me saying I had made a legal agreement to give her my uterus or to be her surrogate. Never once did I say such things, and now she has her friends after me, harassing me in DMS for giving her false hope and mental anguish. E is threatening to sue me for my uterus and for causing extra trauma by not following through. I'm just confused and baffled. I'm also curious, how can she afford a lawyer if she can't afford food for her many animals? Are lawyers suddenly cheaper than I recall? But also, last time I checked, you can't be sued to give up a body part, can you? Especially if no legal agreement was ever made, right? I'm lucky to have a lawyer family friend. He's agreed to help set me up with a meeting with a colleague of his if this turns serious. It's doubtful it will, but E is definitely having a public meltdown over our friendship ending. Oh, and yeah, I wish this was a fake story. I wish I was lying here. This person is not mentally sound and she has threatened people over the ridiculous things. This isn't a new behavior for her. In the past, she threatened to call CPS on someone online over a disagreement. She bragged about doxing the person's address to me and boasted about calling CPS on them for spending more time disagreeing with E than watching their child. This person E was threatening was a mother of a 14-year-old. It wasn't like the mother was neglecting attention to an infant or toddler or young child. Edit. To the comments focused on my lack of wanting kids. Saying that I'm an idiot for not sharing your beliefs is a bit much. It's great you have your own opinion, but this post isn't about changing my choice of what to do with my life and my body. I would greatly appreciate it if we could back off from that. Thanks.